Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's the weekend after Thanksgiving, and we got our first snowstorm today. And I thought it'd be a good day to talk about tires. So I've got a few over here, and we'll just kind of go through kind of the differences and more specifically snow tires and why they're so awesome. So first of all, there's no mod on the planet that is better than tires on any vehicle. Tires is the thing that connects you to the road. And having a good set of them is the difference between traction and no traction. And it doesn't matter how good your car, their suspension is, the brakes are, the power. If you do not have good tires, it's worthless. So tires, there's no better mod to your car than tires. You kind of learn that from racing. I've done a bunch of just little track days and done a little bit of racing stuff, and tires are the most important thing. Nothing else really matters. Anyway, so that's what connects you to the road. It doesn't matter if you have all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive. If you don't have good tires, it doesn't matter. So everybody just thinks it's the type of drive that you have. Most of these guys with these all-drive cars, they got super sports on them, Michelin super sports, and whether you got all drive or not, you basically just have 4 ice skates instead of 2 that are moving, and yeah, you got to have good tires. So anyways, let's go over a few of my favorite tires. So this is a Continental DWS. It's a really good tire. This is an all-season. It has a 560 tread wear, which means it lasts pretty dang long. It's a good high performance all season. So if you've got an M3 or an M2 and you want something that's kind of middle of the row, the DWS has been like one of my favorite tires. It just works really good. These little fingers here, little siping kind of here on this dill, and these little treads can all move. You can feel kind of the softness of it. It's soft. It's not soft like a snow tire, but it's soft. And we've just had really good luck with them. So Continental DWS, if you just want an all-around tire and you don't want to worry about changing them from summer to winter, that's the best all season. That and believe it or not, if you want to go a cheaper route, there's a Sumitomo that has been really good. That I also like if you want to go on the cheaper end. Okay. So anyways, for me, all seasons are good, but I like a good set of summer tires and a good set of winter tires. So it's kind of personal preference. Obviously, I have a shop that can do tires, so it's a little different. But yeah, I don't want middle ground. I want the best in the summer and the best in the winter. All right, next we've got a Bridgestone Blizik. So this is probably, I would say, the most well-known snow tire out there. So still a low profile, performance oriented snow tire. You can see in here, that's your wear mark. Snow tires don't last quite as long as a regular tire. You're supposed to use basically half of the tread, and then that snow tire is done. But you'll probably get 2 seasons, maybe 3 out of them. General rule of thumb on snow tires, just to make it easy, Thanksgiving, you put them on. Easter, you take them off, at least here in Utah. So Thanksgiving to Easter, you want your average temperature, so not your low or your high, your average temperature to be about 45 degrees. If you run a snow tire in the summer, you will burn it up. So snow tires have a compound called silica in them, and they're meant to be more pliable and heat up quickly. Because of that, if you run them in 100-degree weather, they're going to heat up way too fast, and you're just going to burn off the tread in no time at all. So definitely want to run them in the right temperatures. So average temperature, 45 degrees. So another big thing on snow tires, if you can see here, they've got siping. So it's these little cuts in these treads, and those are basically like fingers. So if you're on ice, each one of these pieces can kind of separate and try to grab that ice and just help you. A snow tire in a snowy condition will stop 3 times faster than a regular tire. So they're super important. You always want to run 4 too. I see people put 2 on the front or 2 on the rear. So that's great. Now your rear drive car has good traction but can't turn. So you want to run 4 snow tires for sure. Do not run 2, run 4 snow tires. Yeah, and this siping is amazing. It's just basically little fingers that will grab stuff. So a snow tire, you know, it's not just, you know, people think they get an all drive or a full drive car, they can go up the hill. They can go up the hill a little bit better than a two-wheel drive maybe, but they don't turn better and they don't brake better. And that's where it comes down to snow tires. And that's why they're a much safer option, and you'll just feel so much more confident in your car. And it's not just on a snowy road. Let's move over to this cheaper one. So this is a Sultan. So it's a cheaper snow tire. This tire is really cool. It has a really cool tread design, and it actually goes through the snow and cleans out really good. And what I mean by clean out is this tire has a lot of flex to it and a little bit of give, and it'll hit the snow, kind of melt through it and grab it, but then as soon as it's done with the contact patch, it'll throw the snow out. So really good inexpensive snow tire would be this one. This is kind of your name brand, and this is a good one for a good value. And again, look at how, on most tires, like this is just so you can push the rubber. It's really supple, and just, you can tell that it's just going to have a lot more movement. You know, you're going to hear them a little more. Snow tires are a little more noisy, but they just work. You definitely got a deeper tread. You know, look how deep the tread. You got about 1132s, which is deep. So just a great way to go. So I like snow tires and performance tires in the summer. This is my favorite all season, like I said. Continental DWS, you'll be happy. It's good, but, and a Blizzak, of course, Blizzaks are awesome. This one's been used, so it's worn down a little bit, but, and then for, you know, if you've got a Corolla or just a regular passenger car, I would go with something like this. You'll be happy with it. It's an inexpensive tire, and it'll just kick butt, and you'll just feel good. Better braking, better turning, and better traction. It's worth having a good set of snow tires. So anyways, I just want to go through snow tires. You can stud these. I don't think people really do anymore. The snow tire technology has gotten to be so good. Let me zoom in. Has gotten to be so good on these that very few people, unless you live in like a year-round snowy climate, do they stud their tires anymore. So anyways, quick tire overview of some of my favorite tires for the wintertime. We got our first snow today, and I thought it would be a good opportunity. The M2 is in the garage when it's snowy for sure. So yeah, so any questions on tires, feel free to let me know. Please like and subscribe, and I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on tires and what you think. But thanks again for watching.